Oh, I just realized my sound was off. Hey, hello everyone. Um, Welcome to yet another devlog. Yeah, yesterday I managed to set up the uh, basic command line parsing using the clap library. We have all the commands accepted by WC now parsed within our Zig program. And today I'm planning to do the first action and implement -c. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit late for my planning tonight, so I have like 1 hour. I hope that I can have some progress today. This is first time me doing this kind of actions using Zig, reading files and checking passes and stuff like that. Uh, yeah, just some update from last night. I published my notes on my blog as well with regards to what I learned, the progress so far. The project is not on GitHub yet. I'm going to do basically add that as well, so everyone can access it if they need it. But I am generally happy with the progress so far. So as I said, I am trying to follow in build your own WC challenge. I think there also the first action is to support -c. Yeah. So I did a little bit of a research before this stream just like 10 minutes ago, and yeah, I learned some interesting stuff already. So yeah, out of the box, reading files in Zig, I saw that Zigbook is already giving a tour of how it works. Even though they are not opening a file, they are creating a file and then writing into it and reading its content. One thing that took my attention was this bit, that they're using a buffer, which is not something I would like to use. But the question for me would be, what if the file is too big to open using WC? That's probably a problem I need to solve later on. But to begin with, I'm going to keep it simple. Right. Then, yeah, after this, I think I ended up with another link. Yeah, Zig Toolbox. This looks like a very interesting source of content. Here, the approach was closer to what I needed. So basically, opening a file and also using an allocator to read the files, right? Probably I'm going to implement something similar to this. And then getEndPos also apparently has a video on file management, which gave me an interesting idea, because there is this walk mechanism. Maybe one feature that I can add is on top of basically these from files, is instead of getting a list of files from another file, we can take in a directory pass, right? And basically generate a report for all of the files inside or that directory, or do it recursively. So what I'm going to do is adding to do here, you accept directory as the Yeah, I'm going to keep it as an idea here, as a to-do for future, but to be backward compatible, I would like to first implement what is there for WC, right? Yeah, this is this, but coming from Python, I was thinking how I'm going to read a file inside Python, right? The first thing I would do is to check if the path exists, right? So I searched how I might achieve that in Zig, and ended up with this Stack Overflow where yeah, basically they are referring to this method from std.fs library to basically check if a path exists. So then I went to the library documentation, and the only variant that I could find, apparently the access one is deprecated now. The only variant that exists is this access absolute. Uh, they have a very interesting point here in the documentation. It says, test accessing paths. Be careful of time of check, time of use race condition when using this function. For example, instead of testing if a file exists and then opening it, just open it and handle the error for file not found. Say access absolute Z for a function that accepts a null terminated path on Windows, and this is a very interesting point. I never thought of it when I was doing it in Python, because when you are aiming to read a file, other processes can just remove that, right? So I think this is a safer approach to just handle it in time. When you actually want to use it, want to read it, just do that. And if it doesn't exist, you should handle the related error to that. So what should we do now? This pass value that we are going to get, the file, is actually a string, right? And these flags, all of them are kind of optional, right? For now, I'm going to assume that we can have a set of default arguments as a behavior, but let's see how WC handles that. Yeah, let's do not here. I want to go to Toolbox, please. Yes. And then WC build.zig. Okay, I think that's -c is definitely there. Lines is the first one, definitely there. 88, I'm not sure what is that. Let's see. Yeah, 88. Is it words? Yeah. Okay, so CWL is the default behavior. So far, so good. So let's see. What I'm going to do here is, for now, just forget about -c, right? Try to read the file, right? And from the looks of it, I can use what was explained here, right? I already have an allocator. I'm not going to extract it to a function yet. I already have an allocator. I'm going to use that. Just let's have a comment, read the file, and then what was it? Try sd current working directory. That might be a problem because I would like to also handle absolute passes. Let's see, open file. So I have okay. Seems like that variant is already deprecated, but I have two other options: the stdfs dir and io dir. And okay, beautiful. fs is also deprecated, and this one, openFile, opens a file for reading or writing without attempting to create a new one. Okay, to create a new file, see create file, allocating a resource to be released with file close. On Windows, subpath should be encoded as WTF8. What is that? Wobbly transformation format is a superset of UTF-8 that encodes surrogate code points if they are not in a pair. It represents a way compatible with UTF-8 text from such systems such as JavaScript and Windows that use UTF-16 internally but that enforce well-formedness. I didn't get that. Okay, let's park it for now. The type of errors I might receive: cancelled, bad path name, file system cannot encode the requested file name bytes. Could be due to invalid WTF, invalid on-base, invalid characters. Okay. Device busy, file busy, file not found. Okay, file too big. The file is too large to be opened. This error is unreachable for 64-bit targets, so as well as when opening directories. Oh, there is a is directory as well. Okay, this is a very handy. Okay, and there is an example of it. I don't think so. Okay, so we should call std io dir. Is it dir? C io dot dir open file. Might it be the version of okay, yeah, I messed up with the version open file. So we don't have IO yet. FS is what we need, but the error set is almost the same. So S dir open file. So what is self dir? How is this guy using it? This one, openFile is just passing the file path, or and as this one says, I think that's an error on ZLS, and then I would like to pass no extra flags, and here I would like to give it res args file, right? And then let's check out what is the return value of this. Okay, file open error. We can have an error. So it would be try and then const file equal to this, right? And one thing I need to check is how I can understand if the file was passed to it already. So res args dot file not equal to this. What is the error? Cannot compare. Ooh, okay. I think it's safer to first check collab examples. Go up, example, and how do they read these? Oh, it's called positional. Okay, that file doesn't exist at all. Okay, maybe it's like if res dot positionals dot zero. Oh, that would be already an index error. Let's see, do they have any other example? Yeah, this file one. Maybe like this. Okay, let's do the same syntax first. For res dot positionals 0, call this file. Let's see if I can go to the definition of this one, positionals. The result of parse is owned by the caller and should be freed with the init. Yeah, that's good positionals is turn a list of parameters into a tuple with one field for each positional parameter. The type for each parameter field is determined by a param type. Returns a tuple. Can I do for else? Okay. Let's see. Make build. This is weird. Expected 3 arguments. For reading or writing without that link to create a new file. Create a new file. See create file. Yeah, this is what we read there. Yeah. Oh, maybe that's because of this. I believe so. Okay, let's see if we can find an example on GitHub, like Zig, std.process, dir, openFile. Okay. Okay. The syntax was a little bit different than what I expected. Can I now check this and exit? So if I say if not, let's ask Copilot. You tell yes. How can I? It's too much. How can I write this without the else clause? Oh, this is way more beautiful than what I expected. Yes, yeah. So I can say like this. Actually, I need to set this value. So I can say file pass equal to res positional 0 or else std print. And then try cd s cwd open file. And it will be file pass and like this. And it out. Okay. There are a few to-dos I need to have here to do support passes other than CWD. This is the only one that I remember at the moment. Yeah, but I can pass on it, right? Then the file is open. First file is this. What do I have here? Do I have? Okay, let's see. Oh, also another one to do handle file read errors. Okay, and then what else? I want to go to this file type. Is it possible? I can go here and here. Jump, jump, jump. Yes. Okay. File is this. We have const mode inode. UID, GUID, kind. This is really nice. And then default mode, open error, open mode, lock, open flags. Okay, let's close these two and then check from this interface. I think it is very nice. std.process file is what I'm looking at. Red flags, writer, reader, permission, open mode. Okay, if I read it, it will return a U size. It needs a buffer as well. And read to end allocator. Figure of reader. Okay, let's go to the reader. Read streaming. Positional is more trace safe since the global seek position is not affected, but when such seek to writer. Okay. Let's ask Copilot again. I want to get the number of bytes in the file path. What approach do you recommend? For getting the number of bytes in a file path string, I recommend using the len property. No, I didn't mean the file path itself, but the content of the file. Okay. To get the file size, number of bytes, you have a few options. Using file metadata. So first thing first, defer file close, and then cons byte count equal to file getEndPos, and then print what is the type it's returning. Let's actually check its documentation as well. Integrate with async IO. Okay, getEndPos is a U64. Okay, so that's actually interesting. So I don't need to read the whole file to get the number of bytes. D and /n byte count. Let's see, how does it work now? Invalid format D for access denied. Okay. Try, but to do handle pretend errors here. Okay, and build.zig. wc-c build.zig. Interesting. So I now need to also add the file path here, which is a string, and then file path. I need to remove that piece, which I think I saw something in the file. Oh, actually it was path. fs path. Yeah, I had base name and stuff like that. Let's do this somewhere here. That's equal to std fs pass is a struct. Base name is file path. Beautiful. And actually, I think now I can also solve the other problem I had. Let's check that. Const dir name equal to std.process. Let's try it. Dir name file pass and print it's an optional. Huh. So first I need to expand the relative path that I have. Return the relative path from to if let's call this one const real path equal to std.fs_dir real path. But this also needs a directory. No, this is not what I want. How can I turn a relative path, expand a relative path to its absolute? Actually, that might work, right? If I pass an absolute path to the current working directory. So let's try it. What if I cp build.zig to tmp, right? And here, instead of a relative path, I say, yeah, current working directory is actually doing what I want, because when I do absolute pass, it's somehow doing the magic behind the scene. And I don't even need these. So turn this into a note. Okay, I just received a very nice message from Victor. Let's move the chat over. Hey Victor, thanks for the kind words. Funny enough, in the same time, I'm also learning Go for some other projects. It's a pleasure to hear it. Please feel free to share feedback if you have any, and yeah, it would be fun to learn together. So I wanted to update this part. When using CWD, it's also supporting the absolute pass, simply because absolute pass relative to what happened. Current working directory is yeah, Victor, that would be great. Learning is fun. Learning together would be more fun. So an absolute path relative to current working directory is equal to the okay, this is just a note to myself, and yeah, now let's try something else. What I would like to do is to catch any errors and print them. Failed to read. Does it work like this? File pass. And for error, what was the syntax here? Is it like this? I believe so. So let's try it again. It is not compiling. It is not compiling. What's happening? Expected error union type. Okay, you cannot do both try and catch, I believe. Okay, do we have it inside this example? No, it is closing. This one is trying. How about do the builder? Oh, yes. Here, am I? No. What's happening? Line 66. Right? What is it saying? Incompatible types. FS file. So openFile is not sending an error. It is raising an error. What am I missing here? Am I correct with the catch syntax? Also, I believe I am. Const file. There, return. Yes, that was it. So what if I break it? Fail to read, error, file not found. Beautiful. Okay, that was the thing. Even though I was catching the error, I wasn't exiting, and that's not good. With regards to your question, are you using Zigbook? Not really. I actually bought one of these Zigbooks, but it was yeah, describing a lot of stuff about the syntax, and for me it was difficult to follow it. I needed a way to build something to learn this, and as you can see, I need to make a lot of mistakes to learn this stuff. So book soon enough became quite boring to me. Then I started with ziglings. Then I did a project on DNS, which was really difficult for me, especially with memory management. Now I'm doing this project WC, and as you can see, I'm trying to find my way around. I'm using a lot of resources here and there. I'm going to share these links inside the description of the videos as well. So yeah, that's how I'm approaching it. The problem with Zig in general is a lot of resources get outdated quite regularly. So eventually, the safest place, I believe, is the documentation, as long as they are complete. Sometimes they are not, so that's that. I think with that, maybe also try this one. Catch the error here. And return error. Also print failed to get byte counts. What I'm thinking of. Would really appreciate it, Victor. And let me know if there is a group, so maybe I can join as well. The problem is, I don't know how to end up here. Let's first see. Compile too few arguments. Oh yes, that's true. File pass and then error. Okay, I'm not sure how to end up here because the errors with these get position error. Yeah, these errors, I'm not sure in what scenarios these errors will happen, right? Because we are handling up here. If we have access, it should be possible to get the stats of the file. But I want to do an improvement here. And that's instead of returning the error, because that's not useful, right? We are in a CLI. I would like to basically std.process exit 2, and 3. Let's see if that works. Go installer, beautiful. This is better, and the final improvement is and yeah. So these to-dos are also done, and I think with that, this session is also done. Yeah, the first feature is really there. It's working. That's it for today. I'm almost on time. I'm happy with that. 2 minutes until 1 hour that I'm streaming. But as I said, I had a very limited time tonight, but I wanted to have some progress, and I'm happy that I made some real progress. My program is at least counting bytes right now. And that's fairly enough thanks to Zig and the very complete libraries it's providing. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.